9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Please welcome the first speaker of opening government.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from opening government. Want to speak about purpose fuel price is based on the world price. Many communities in Indonesia still poor because budgetless. If the fuel is increased, therefore, the government can take the budget so that people get better life. Indonesia requires a more decent budget for life, if not a fuel from which the government can get a budget that Indonesia become more advanced. Average of advanced countries have high fuel price because its Indonesian fuel price in accordance with the developed country. Indonesia may not take a low fuel price. Automatically, Indonesia state will not develop. I strongly agree with the proposed increase in fuel price are based on the world. So, now the government itself to raise the price of fuel. The rest in fuel price due to the increase in auto fuel many benefit we get them because of reduced air pollution in fuel. Price go up automatically, people will choose another alternative than use their own bikes so that air pollution will be reduced. Logically, fuel price rise slowly, all mechanics goes up. Thus, they get good producer or farmer also increase standing or living. So, it can be more equitable economy of this country. Originally, there was no society that buy gas import. For 2040, the government and employers occasionally also think to raise the standard of living the employees or the community. Indonesia is still a poor country with very low fuel price at 6,700. In London country, will they apply the price of fuel at 18,000 to 1 liter. All of us want this country forward, but we do not want to receive any policy made by government. So the super policies we humans are given perfection is support to raise the government policy. We can think how to product natural material so that the correction of new land that job. So that power not only grow anything to eat, but also to be used as a substitute for oil. Scientific plant can be used to substitute for after soaring fuel price have start to plant product is castor oil as alternative energy solar, cassava, and sugar cane as the energy equivalent to the revenue. So price in fuel price is a very opportunity. Try to think over the crisis that our country forward and all Indonesian community living well. Make us of plant and other us good to the use substitute for oil. Thank you.
The first speaker of opening government spent the time 3 minutes 24 seconds. So now please welcome the first speaker of opening opposition.
Okay, thank you. I don't agree about this statement. Why? Please, I review about little story. Today, fuel price 2 February 2015 to average price of around the world is $1. You know that? However, there is substantial difference in the price among countries is a good general. and two countries, the trade product and export oil have significant lower price. One notable exception is the US, which is economically advanced country but has low gas price. The difference in price across countries are due to the various taxes and subsidy for gasoline, fuel. This is significant between us other country. Okay, in Indonesia, country we know in Indonesia country 5 in the world crystal view. According to daily magazine update, after Vietnam, Malaysia, and Philippines, Indonesia stayed in the last rank. Really poor. Absolutely, Indonesia has many sometimes. We can flag, we can the honorary country, but we don't care. The knowledge quality Indonesia is low, but it's make Indonesia in the low level. No, we cannot make people Indonesia and government together for Indonesia will good job. But now, do it is so sure. No, the fact that will make Indonesia it is always the worst. What if this only benefits the majority of people? No, that belongs to the public welfare. But we know that always liberally applied count only see part of it. But way of rejection, demo, and is not just to accept the will of divine culture. Thank you enough for me. Assalamualaikum.
The first speaker of opening opposition spent the time 2 minutes 46 seconds. So now please welcome the second speaker of opening government.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Again, thank you for the time and I'm from the opening government. I mentioned proposed fuel price is based on the world price. Fuel is, we know that fuel is the material can continue is the combustion process. As we know, today the fuel is expensive, while the price of fuel in Indonesia to decline. Therefore, I strongly agree the price of fuel is adjusted to the world fuel price. Of course, also according to the Indonesian economy. For example, the price of fuel in the country of Indonesia is agreed in income individual of family in the community. If in the fuel is destroyed to the public too expensive or rising fuel price in the world, then this will burden to the people, especially for the poor. The solution should be the fuel subsidy by the government. If the price of the fuel in Indonesia following the world price, then if the world oil price fell, its economy of estimated full also fell. In effect, that the DPR Satya Wiyuda invited if the government state is the policy, but the most important is the dissemination to the public in order to avoid choice when the implementation with the pricing lower and upper limited for the fuel and certainly be assessed every month. At the step 1945, the economy is structured as a joint effort based on the principle of family, Article 33, Paragraph 1, and the togetherness, equitable efficiency, sustainability, environmental friendliness, independent and economic progress, and the national unity, Article 33, Paragraph 4. Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources Sudirman says tax selling price of the premium will follow the price of the crude oil and US dollar exchange rate. Finally, we strongly agree with the purpose with fuel price in the best in the world price. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The second speaker of opening government spent the time 2 minutes 28 seconds. So now please welcome the second speaker of opening opposition.
The House will propose fuel price is based on the world price. As we know, the fuel is material needed in human environment. The human need the fuel as they need to eat, to drink, and etc. So of that, if the fuel price is on the world price, it will make the human being in Indonesia scream because in world price, because the fuel in world price that it's too expensive for Indonesia. In another country, maybe they can give the expensive fuel price because they has the salary from their job is balanced with the price of the fuel. But in Indonesia, we doesn't have the salary is suitable with fuel price. Because of that, it will the effect to the people in Indonesia. Whatever the poor people, to rich people, it means nothing if fuel price is expensive. But to poor people or students as us, it will so very important because we still learn and we doesn't have yet a job and doesn't have a salary. But the people who has the big salary or rich, it means nothing for them. So not agree with the statement. Proportional price is based on the world price. Okay, just that for me.
The second speaker of opening opposition spent the time 2 minutes 10 seconds. So now please welcome the first speaker of closing government.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, our motion today is talk about this house would propose fuel price is the best on the world price. Okay, before I'm going to discuss about our motion today, I would like to rebut about what the opening opposition said. For the first speaker said about the Indonesia, the low quality of Indonesia in knowledge sector. What the relationship between our motion today with knowledge? Okay. So you need to focus about our motion today. Don't go out around the track. Okay. For the second of opening of government said about the Indonesia, if Indonesia follow the world price, the people of Indonesia will scream. How come the people of Indonesia will scream? It's not true because the government Indonesia have to think about this one and find the solution. What the solution if Indonesia follow the world price? For the first time, Indonesia give the poor family, give help the poor family. Example in Belasan, BLT, and the Kaware, okay, and then the Pan. Okay, don't forget about that. You have to think that in our government is not just okay. The people of Indonesia to this night I will increase the price of our fuel without thinking about the solution about the poor family solution. Okay, the Indonesia have think that talk about the before you judge the government, okay? And then the proposed fuel price is based on the world price. It's the process to make the global economic balance. Okay, you have to remind that to make the global economic balance, the world price has been calculated by the country in OPEC organization. It's not rise or increase by itself. Okay, I absolutely agree with this motion. Why I agree? Because for the first reason is Indonesia is not the country that produce the much of fuel. That's why Indonesia need to follow the world price to make the balance of our country. If Indonesia unfollow the global economic rules, the problem will be happen in Indonesia. Okay, for the second, when the world price is increased, we have to follow it as well. Why we have to follow it? If the Indonesia not follow it, the government will get a big loss. Okay? For the third is when the world price is decreased, we have to follow it as well. If not, the conflict will be occurred in our people. Example is the demonstration in Makassar on November 2014. Okay? Okay, yes?
I think the conflict can because the government different. All they do different to another country, not because they don't different to the maybe when they do the government do different to another country, they come conflict down. So I disagree with your opinion when you say.
Okay, like I said before, Indonesia is not a full country. It's not the poor country of say. Okay, with follow the world price of the world, Indonesia when the process of increase of decrease the world price, Indonesia doesn't matter because Indonesia is a rich country. Why I said the rich country? Without fuel, Indonesia can promote the people to use the gas and then coal. Okay, this is the besides of using the fuel. And then for the second, the advantages if the world price increase, Indonesia can increase the export process of the gas and fuel because Indonesia the one of country in OPEC organization. Okay, and then Indonesia can increase the export process than import process. Okay, if the world price is decreased, Indonesia can purchasing a price will be cheap. Okay, for the second is by decreasing fuel price, it will be the contribution and give the growth effect reduction of inflation effects. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, how about Indonesia? Okay, Indonesia increase the fuel price when the world price is low. Okay, when this happen, demonstration everywhere and everywhere. But the people should be know the back of this policy. Indonesia full of natural resources beside a full. So when it happen, government need the people in Indonesia to use and to produce our natural resources before the other country takes our natural resources. This is and the Indonesia have taken that to help the poor family and to make balance and give this subsidy for the poor family. Okay, I think enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, the first speaker of closing government spent the time 6 minutes 40 seconds. So now please welcome the first speaker of closing opposition.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I made a closing position. So I make a conclude when the speaker for the one speaker. If it crash fuel, the budget will be better. If Indonesia increase fuel, the budget will be better. No, we talk about poor cost fuel price is based on the world price, not talking about increase or decrease fuel. And You said that if the fuel increase, so you make alternative way like use the solar. So I wanna ask you, if you driving a motorcycle like beat for you, so you will use the solar for that? Of course no. So that is the alternative? No. And Oji, the second speaker said that according to the Indonesia economy, he agreed about if Indonesia make the increase view. I think there is not a good solution. There is not a good statement. Why? Because Indonesia is not a rich country. So no, I will. Someone say that Indonesia is a rich country from city. You say that Indonesia is a rich country. Don't look. We have the seas, we have the mountain, we have the all in the world. But you must see, if you tell that Indonesia is the rich country, what? You still find the hungry people. They are hungry until they are dead. That is the best statement of you? No, that is a lie. And you say that Indonesia. No. You asked to that's what the relationship about knowledge with this motion. So I will make the relationship about knowledge and this motion. If this country increase the view, so the poor people in this country can buy anything, especially basic in that. If the old people in his country can buy rice and any else for they are eat, so the nutrition will be full. The good nutrition will make someone create the best knowledge. How you get enough knowledge if your nutrition are less? And I have the solution about this. Sorry, I have the solution. Why Jokowi ever made this country interest of you? Because Director Pertamina Marketing Director Ahmad Bambang said, first cost fuel price in the US and Malaysia is cheaper than Indonesia because of the national stock of fuel pursuant cost borne by the government. But Indonesia, Indonesia is still borne by the institution that Pertamina that is make the interest of this country, interest fuel of this country. And for that statement, I have a solution. The fuel price.
Everybody, public for participants. I would like to do some improvement for you. As long as we consider that you have some improvement in this field, after we observe from this time, you have some development that you are relating. So that is why lead us to pleasure. So to be much more effective, to improve your score, it's so important to take note that you should improve. Especially when you say that, I would like to rebut. You say, I would like to rebut. You know, actually it is not the purpose of you to rebut, but you can say this, I would like to clarify. You clarify, not to rebut. Because, you know, this is government, the government team, and the opposition team here. You make sure, you should persuade that your agenda will be accepted. Use politely. If you say, I want to rebut you, I want to rebut them. How the feelings of, how the feelings of the opposition. So this use your polite, but not to solve. Not to solve. And then in this debate, you should prove it. Never say that in my opinion, This debate is not your opinion, but we need evidence. Evidence. Yeah. And I think that's it. So I think the next, you have any question?
Yes.
Yeah. Any question for tomorrow?
Yang menang tadi Pak.
Okay, so bahasa Indonesia atau bahasa Inggris saya katakan? Bahasa Indonesia.
Okay, we will announce from the first positions of the last debaters. The fourth position goes to opening government, or name of the group Rambutan. As I said before, that when there is just read the proposal, there is no or about the enemy is not called debate, and this is the experience for the future time. Confidence, and we design you as the fourth position, and then the third position goes to Mango. Mango, almost the same case with the fourth position, opening opposition, and the last two position, closing opposition and closing government, we almost difficult to decide which one is better, but at last we got the last result. The second position goes to closing oppositions. Why? We will give some explanation why the second position goes to closing governments. The second speaker of the closing opposition said, we don't need to subsidize, but you don't explain why we don't need it. And the first speaker of the closing oppositions, they want the closing government want to prove that is Indonesia is a rich country or not, but some statement has been clearly proved by the closing government. And why the closing government got a first position? Because there are too many reasons, and we can show some of them by the motion is full price is based on the world price. They give some such as direct aid from government or BLT, dalam bahasa Indonesia itu this is the way how to anticipate it. And the second speaker say that not only increasing but also they have to make it balanced, because a little bit misunderstanding from the first of the government when they bring the motion at first, and then they give one analogy or one experience in Makassar, for demonstrate and then one of the speaker of the closing opposition said, the follower of the West trader, they don't understand about the increase and decrease of the fuel. But you know, everyone read this paper. This is not illogical. As we talk that the statement should be logic and can be understood by every single people when we give the reason. That's why. And we cannot accept the last statement. Yeah, that's from our as educators, and we hope you are satisfied with our decision. And thanks you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.